Anatomy of distortion, the secret behind the iconic grit. Many mistakenly believe that Courtney Hadwin's gritty voice is the result of painful physical force or permanent damage to her vocal cords. However, vocal analysis in 2026 reveals a much more complex and technical truth behind the grit phenomenon. Courtney does not use her true vocal folds to create distortion. Instead, she utilizes the structures above them, known as the vestibular folds or false vocal cords. By vibrating this tissue in a controlled manner, she can produce a rough, raspy, and emotional texture without placing excessive pressure on the sensitive laryngeal tissues. This is a high-level technique usually mastered only by veteran rock singers, yet Courtney has possessed it intuitively since childhood and has refined it brilliantly. It is a perfect marriage of primal instinct and sophisticated anatomical control that protects her voice while sounding incredibly raw. Breath management, the foundation of monster vocal power. The primary reason Courtney Hadwin can sing with such high intensity for 10 full minutes without losing power is her superior breath management. She utilizes incredibly strong diaphragmatic support to flow air consistently, creating stable subglottal pressure beneath her vibrating vocal cords. Without proper breath support, the vocal grit technique she employs would quickly lead to vocal fatigue or even fatal hemorrhaging of the vocal folds.
However, Courtney understands that true rock power does not originate in the throat, but from the core of the body that pumps energy into every note she releases. This delicate balance between airflow and laryngeal resistance is what allows her to scream loudly while maintaining the long-term health of her vocal organs. She has transformed her respiratory system into a high-pressure engine that fuels her most aggressive and legendary performances. Mask resonance, directing sound without physical pressure. Courtney Hadwin geniusly directs her vocal resonance toward the mask of the face, the sinus cavities and hard palate, to amplify her volume naturally. By focusing the sound in these resonance areas, she avoids forcing her throat muscles to produce a massive, echoing sound on grand stages. This technique allows her to create a vocal distortion that sounds sharp and pierces through noisy rock arrangements without having to shout incorrectly. This forward placement provides clarity to her lyrics, even when the voice is wrapped in layers of wild and coarse grit. She proves that resonance is the key to achieving maximum rock intensity without sacrificing pitch quality or physical health, which is the most valuable asset for any professional singer. Her ability to cut through a wall of distorted guitars using only the natural acoustics of her skull is a masterclass in vocal efficiency. Vocal fry control, adding dark texture to every note.
In her latest album, Little Miss Jagged, Courtney demonstrates a masterful command of the vocal fry technique to add a dark and mysterious dimension to her music. Vocal fry is a low-frequency vibration produced by loosely closing the vocal cords, creating a creaking sound that is highly effective for conveying deep emotion. Courtney uses this technique not just as an ornament, but as a seamless transition into her more powerful and energetic rock screams in the chorus. By integrating vocal fry into her singing style, she provides a richer texture to her vocals, making her sound more mature with a very strong character. This technique also serves as a way for her vocal cords to rest momentarily amidst an intense performance, keeping the laryngeal tissue moist and flexible so it does not easily suffer from irritation. It is the secret weapon that adds soul to her most aggressive rock tracks. Measured laryngeal compression, safety amidst the rock storm. Many novice rock singers make the mistake of depressing their larynx too low or pulling it too high when trying to produce a strong, raspy sound. Courtney Hadwin, conversely, maintains a relatively neutral and stable laryngeal position, using very measured compression to create her desired distortion. She knows exactly when to tighten the muscles around the larynx to get a sharp grit and when to release them to produce a clean, clear tone.
This dynamic control over laryngeal compression is the result of years of practice and a deep understanding of her own anatomy as a living musical instrument. By not allowing her larynx to become squeezed, she ensures that airflow remains free and unobstructed, allowing her to sing with a wide range of notes even in her most aggressive rock modes. This precision is what separates a world-class vocalist from a viral amateur who risks career-ending injury. Unique vibrato, ending notes with a soulful touch.
One of the most captivating hallmarks of Courtney's vocals is her use of a wide, organic vibrato at the end of her high-energy rock phrases. This vibrato provides a soulful touch, reminiscent of legendary blues singers, yet it possesses a modern signature that is fresh and unique. Instead of using a stiff and mechanical vibrato, Courtney allows her voice to oscillate naturally as a result of muscle relaxation following an intense distortion phase. The balance between the tension of the grit and the relaxation of the vibrato is what gives extraordinary emotional dynamics to her legendary stage performances. This technique also helps maintain the elasticity of her vocal cords, acting as a form of micro-massage that prevents excessive tension from building up in the throat area while she performs technically challenging rock songs. It is the final polish that makes her raw power sound professional and incredibly polished. Vocal distortion as an expression of pure emotion.
For Courtney Hadwin, the grit, technique, and vocal distortion are not merely displays of technical ability, but communication tools to convey pure and unspoken emotions. She is capable of manipulating the amount of distortion in her voice according to the narrative needs of the song, ranging from a thin, mournful rasp to a growl full of rage. The ability to control the intensity of this distortion is the sign of a truly mature vocalist with a sharp and clear artistic vision. Every scream she releases has a strong emotional purpose, making the listener not only hear a loud sound, but also feel the weight of the feelings behind it. Courtney proves that even the most terrifying vocal techniques can be beautiful if used with honest intent and a deep understanding of fragile humanity. She uses distortion as a brush to paint vivid, emotional landscapes that resonate with the audience's own hidden struggles. Hydration and recovery, the rock star's behind-the-scenes routine. Behind her wild and uncontrolled stage presence, Courtney Hadwin is highly disciplined in maintaining her vocal health through a strict recovery routine. She pays close attention to systemic hydration, ensuring her vocal cords remain well lubricated to reduce friction during the heavy use of distortion techniques. Additionally, she frequently performs gentle vocal warm-ups and cool-downs to maintain the elasticity of her laryngeal muscles before and after appearing before the public.
The use of vocal steaming and adequate vocal rest are the keys to why her voice remains clear and strong despite her frequent and exhausting world tours. This self-discipline shows that she is a true professional who respects her instrument, ensuring that the rock monster within her will continue to have a great voice for many years to come. She treats her throat with the same care a world-class athlete treats their body. 2026 Vocal Adaptation, Maturity in Every Frequency. Entering 2026, Courtney Hadwin's voice has undergone a natural adaptation that makes it sound deeper, heavier, and possessed of much greater authority. The physical changes that come with age have provided a richer resonance to her lower register, which she utilizes cleverly in her latest album. She no longer tries to imitate her viral teenage voice. Instead, she embraces these changes as part of her inevitable artistic evolution. This maturity is reflected in how she places her vocal grit, which now feels more integrated and no longer sounds like an element separate from her original tone. She has transformed from a child prodigy into an established rock vocalist who knows how to use every frequency of her voice to create maximum impact for her listeners. Her voice has aged like fine wine, gaining a complexity and smokiness that adds a new level of gravitas to her performances. Technical legacy, setting a new standard for rock vocalists.
Courtney Hadwin's vocal analysis in 2026 ultimately sets a new standard for future generations of rock vocalists who wish to express themselves wildly. She proves that one can have the roughest and scariest voice in the world without sacrificing physical health or ending a career early due to injury. Her techniques are now studied by vocal coaches worldwide as perfect examples of safe, healthy, and artistic vocal distortion. Courtney is not just a singer. She is a pioneer who shows that the boundaries of human vocals can be expanded through proper technical understanding and the courage to remain true to oneself. With a voice that remains intact and grows even stronger, she is ready to lead the modern rock revolution, proving that the rock monster will continue to roar beautifully on the world's music stages for decades. She is the blueprint for the modern singer, raw power protected by elite-level technique.